How's that? Vessel here. Thanks for tuning back into the Motorcycle Preservation Society channel. Try saying that fast 7 times in a row. I'm trying something new for a new video. Please let me know if you like this, if there's anything you would like to add or change. But today I've got something very special. It's a motorcycle I personally did not even know existed until recently. According to the designers, the goal was to make the most advanced super sport bike in terms of both styling and riding performance. The Yamaha XZ550, also known as the Vision, was a 550cc V-twin with a shaft, and it was a sports touring motorcycle produced by Yamaha in 1982 and 1983. It had a 4-stroke motor, 70-degree liquid-cooled 4-valve per cylinder double overhead cam, and featured a trailing front axle. I'll insert a photo here for you, and a monoshock single swing arm in the rear. It had a range of innovative technology for its class, nimble handling, bold styling, widely celebrated by the motorcycle press in its introduction as a bike way ahead of its time. However, persistent teething issues, numerous quirks, and a high price combined with identity problem. It wasn't really a cafe racer, nor was it a sports touring bike. It was unique to itself. This led to only a 2-year production run. The same uniqueness, however, created something of a cult of Vision fans, both in its day and since, who continue to maintain an active, ongoing online community. To many enthusiasts, the XZ550 that debuted in 1982 succeeded on both fronts. It was nimble in tight corners, yet had a very comfortable upright sitting position that made long rides a joy. Its throaty high-torque engine delivered both revs on the street for racing and endless roll-on torque. The V-twin motor had a very distinctive, throaty sound, which were compared to the Ferrari Testarossa of the time. First-year sales were poor. The Vision was considered the closest bike to a BMW ever to come out of Japan. An off-idle carburetor flaw left first-year machines prone to initial stuttering, most noticeable on full throttle takeoff. Lightning quick steering was highly appreciated by sporting riders, but considered too extreme for some. A single rotor front disc and rear drum brake was suitable for touring but inadequate for high-performance cornering. The shaft drive was smooth and reliable, but again, better suited for touring. The front suspension was too soft, and the rear, even with an adjustable shock, difficult to dial in. The water-cooled 4-stroke XZ550 was the first Yamaha model to feature automotive-style downdraft carburetors, a more efficient delivery than the side-draft carburetors common at the time. This gave the bike a distinctively large square-off fuel tank. A small bikini fairing and a full sport touring fairing were both optional in 1982. The touring-style fairing became standard when the bike was repositioned as a sport tourer in 1983, which also fixed most of the 1982 faults. With its unique frame, which hung rather than cradled the engine and eliminated any tubing beneath it, both saving weight and lowering the bike's center of gravity, the Vision's performance and road holding were far ahead of its time. Unfortunately, so too was its price. The motorcycle boom of the 70s was already receding before the XZ550 hit the showroom floors. The rival motorcycle companies offered cheaper motorcycles without either the Vision's unusual combination of features or numerous quirks. The model was discontinued from sale in the US in 1983, though it maintains a cult status online. So there you have it, the XZ550 Vision. The Cosworth engine, the Porsche drivetrain, built by Yamaha and enthusiasts. 70 horsepower, 180 km top end, 200 kg weight, 17-litre fuel tank and 18-inch rims. Can it be owned? Well, John Clark raced it at Killarney, the local racetrack in Cape Town. Let's go for a ride. As I'm riding the bike, I can can feel the front brakes are, not sure if the calipers are in need of a bit of a clean, but it does feel like the front brakes is a bit squishy, and I'm feeling like I'm relying more on my rear brake.
raced this at Killarney, our local racetrack in the Cape, and I can see the issue. It's the sport bike, is it the race bike, like a super bike for the era?